Hey everyone, welcome back to our playthrough of Steins. It's been a little bit since, unfortunately, I was ill and I lost my voice and coughed a lot, so I couldn't actually do a game with while reading, but here we are, starting again. I think something we should do is let's check this mail right away. This might be the mail we saw last time, I'm not actually sure. Wikiko... Yeah, I think this is. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much. I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with samurai. Okay, I think I remember what we said last time. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the... Don't worry, thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. Send that. Okay, and back to the actual story. So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grabbed an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. Could not be me, no thanks. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts and multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back. John Titor appeared on American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. Interesting. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. This claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. Oh! Yay, prions! The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. Let's pull it up. Another name for bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE, commonly known as mad cow disease, but only used in the case of human infection. Related symptoms include memory loss, abnormal movements, personality changes, dementia, and muscle stiffness. In severe cases, the patient may waste away for 1 to 2 years before dying of respiratory paralysis or other complications. So for those who don't know about this and a few other diseases are prion diseases, where basically you have a abnormally folded protein that it can either happen in your own body, like from a genetic cause or otherwise, or in this case, like you would consume like a cow who is infected with this. And this misfolded protein causes your proteins to slowly misfold over time. Basically, that cow holds individually causes death. And it's really scary. As someone who does biology research, you would never see me working with prions. They are scary as shit. Let's take a look at IBM. Fictional American... Oh, it's IBM, of course. Not only do they develop and sell hardware and software, they also offer services and consultation to enterprises. In recent years, they have made the latter their main focus. IBM invented floppy disks and hard drives. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. But yeah, usually if you make your predictions broad enough, then usually you can kind of get right about everything, you know? So, after 10 years of silence, the same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS. Trolling. Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. Okay. The name John Titor is this like fucking 4chan or something? I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Anonymous. Time traveler LOL. John Titor LOL. Hurry Gohan and Kamehameha. More details on the time machine. Anonymous. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Let's go see what the CERN is. French acronym for Société Européenne pour la Recherche Nucléaire, or European Society for Nuclear Research, the world's largest elementary particle physics laboratory located in the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva. It's a bank, a library, a post office, and a dorm on the premises. Scientists from around the world gather at CERN to research particle physics. Interesting? Not my type of research, though. Okay, let's see. John Titor. Oh, and this is all today. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace found in complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Anonymous. Why did you come to this time? Was the Akibus satellite crash you're doing? Anonymous. Wait guys, Titor doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Anonymous. 343. Get a trip code, asshole. John Titor. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. Anonymous. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. QED. Anonymous. What's dystopia? Anonymous. How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You'd be reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God. If they're promising world peace, then I for one welcome our new CERN overlords. John Titor. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to the time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-power governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. Anonymous. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Kurigahan and Kamehameha. Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? LOL. Anonymous. OP is a troll. Anonymous. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, LMAO, will never be born, and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? Anonymous. I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-sense? Oh my god. Oh no. God, I should have expected that. I've been playing the alters on my channel also at the same time, and of course if you go on AA3, it is literally all self-cess because the only characters are your character X different professions, basically. John Titor, you're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.51024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution. That hasn't changed in 2036. It's possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. Anonymous. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine fixer. GTFO. Anonymous. The mini world's interpretation. Whoa, slow down, bro. Horigohan and Kamehameha. Research institution taking over the world. LOL, what? Honestly, someone in academia? Pretty valid. I don't think we could conquer across the street, much less the world. John Titor. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. Anonymous. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Anonymous. 476. Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Anonymous. LOL backpedaling. John Titor. Oh, and there's like I think that F8 is all new. Maybe. I wasn't paying that much attention before. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergent. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, the divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll be sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Okay, so he finished up on the 29th at about 12:50 a.m. But it's still the 28th on, like, our time, right? No, it's the 29th. Okay. So already happened. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everybody ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archived in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. Maybe Titor, actually? I don't know. I've probably been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Near John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. That's not much. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on @channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre, this just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? I like to think that we're just sitting here in this, like, looks like a subway? Like some type of public transportation area and just going on 4chan and just talking to ourselves. What a good time. It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I sent him an email on the way back to the lab, replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen plus Nyan, a maid cafe. Oh my god. Daru is a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. Of course. Well, I will say, I've seen videos of them in Japan, and it seems like kind of fun. Like, not as like a regular thing, but, you know, maybe go to one once at some point. Though I've also seen, Japan has so many things. I've seen like the muscle women and men bars, and also, maybe that goes above in priority than the maid bars. Meikun plus Nyan squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kurame Bashidori, take a left at Sumakuoisaka Crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radicon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. That's a lot of people. But the Radicon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed and shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、 駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. It doesn't look stable, though. Like, it looks like it could crash further into that building at any time. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radicon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in my mind, I returned my gaze to the street. Oh! She looks unique and like an actual reoccurring character. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Oh. She took a photo of us. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. Weird. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Dots. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait!
She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Oh my god, I could even tell that there was 3 waits, but I could only actually hear like 1 wait in that. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. She's changed from lady to voyeur lady. She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. Oh, now we're a possible organization spy. Probably not organization spy. Lady ignoring me. Is she even listening? Oh, she said a word, but though she's still lady ignoring me. Wow, she finally speaks, just a whisper, but it's something. Lady who apologized out of nowhere. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Lady ignoring me. The scenery. I mean, this isn't really an area for scenery, though. Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた観光客
Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a photo of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明自分が今日どこを歩いたか
Lady ignoring me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara.
変なやつだな。
桐生萌か
Oh? Does she have a name? Is that her name? The Kiryu? Not Kiryu Kazuma, but that's where my head will obviously go to. Hmm?
名前
Okay, no more rotating names at the bottom. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just wanted her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがあるいい
それより写真を。
都市伝説秋葉原の
She's not going to delete that photo.
知らない
An urban legend. What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld.
俺はこの町に長く居すぎたのかもしれん。だがそろそろ潮時か。
Oh my god, dude. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad the...
幻のレトロ PC
What?
レトロ PC?
She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくてそれが
そうか。
Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved but also disappointed. Of course. He's so conceited. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC というとキュッパチあたりかな。
I have no idea what a 988 is, so let's check that out. Japanese PC series sold from the mid-1980s to the mid-1990s. It sold so well that at one point it was called the National Computer. Okay. That's the first model that comes to mind. But our 98's really that hard to find. She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
いいえこれ
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. That's kind of shit quality, even for like a flip phone. It's hard to tell since the picture is monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. Looks kind of familiar.
IBM 5100
An IBM 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした PC か。
Huh. Her fingers twitch, I think.
見たことは
ない。名前を知ってるぐらいだ。
Coincidence? No.
これもシュタインズゲートの選択かもしれん。
Another name drop?
詳しい人知らない
ダルならば詳しく知っているかもな。そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーでな。MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ。
Oh my god, the super hacker. Not even hacker. ML6. In the United Kingdom, the government organization responsible for foreign intelligence operations. MI6 stands for Military Intelligence Section 6. However, its formal name is the Secret Intelligence Service, SIS. Okay. So basically just like the FBI and the US. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus 9 squared. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺は行く。 女よ。メディアスクラムもほどほどに。
What? Media scrum. During news stories with high public interest, reporters sometimes latch onto persons of interest, bombarding them with questions, prying into their lives, and even camping outside their houses. These activities are a serious invasion of privacy and can inflict mental and emotional stress on the subject. Yeah, that checks out. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. She said no. We ain't leaving.
メールアド教えて。
何が狙いだ？
Not even a phone number, just an email address.
スーパーハッカーの
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? Oh god, we're taking her to the maid cafe. No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy agent set to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design.
断る。今ダルを失うわけにはいかん。
Honestly, it didn't even occur to him that maybe taking Ellie to a maid cafe is a bit awkward, but that feels about on par for him, honestly. I slip past her and start walking faster. Thoughts. I glance back. Thoughts. She's following me. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな。
Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took.
まだ削除していなかったのか。
She never deleted it. What do you mean you still have it?
教えてくれたら削除する。
この俺を脅すとは。貴様、何者だ？
I attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective.
私は
She hesitates for a second.
アークリライトのバイト。
Arc rewrite. I don't think I know what that is, or at least if it's been mentioned, I didn't pick up on it.
なんだそれ。
Nope, okay.
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある。
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work?
貴様、俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな。
The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. Unveiled. He has such a one-track mind. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に乗ろう。
At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull out my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed.
そうか。この女、能力者か。
Like a psychic? A general term for humans who possess supernatural powers. Common powers include telepathy, telekinesis, and precognition. But more exact powers exist. It is rumored that some espers even possess the ability to reshape reality from pure force of will, derives from the term ESP, which stands for extrasensory perception. I dub her power, Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
名前は
Mad scientist.
I hope she does not put that down in there.
どう書くの？
Oh no!
フェニックスの鳳凰に意味、そして凶悪なる真実。
Me too, lady, me too.
フェニックスの鳳凰に意味、そして凶悪なる真実だ。
I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the end part of Hoyuan would take too long, so I left it out. Dots. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう
なんだこれはふざけるな俺のマナをバカにするつもりか
Body ho owing yoma. What? Oh, I guess I kind of see it. Ho owing yoma. Hyo yuan kyoma. Kinda. She lowers her head a little more, an apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ俺が入力してやる
She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. Dots. Dots. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. It's just to give her my name. I already put her my contacts. Just send a blank email to Shining Finger. Okay. I wonder... hopefully she can't see that we sent it to Shining Finger. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words, and then I get away from her as fast as I can. Oh my god. I cannot. My voice is still a little bit sore, so I think we're gonna stop it here. Also because I do not think I can do the maid cafe right now. But yeah. Looks like we have some more... Looks like we've met another kind of permanent character. And we've got the whole John Titor backstory. And now we're visiting a maid cafe, so we'll see how that goes next time. With that, hope you all enjoyed. See you next time.